Howdy.
Howdy. My hair looks wet, that's because it's wet.
Are you an enormous Rene Zellweger fan? Have you ever been a Rene Zellweger fan? Never.
She's all right.
I've always thought she's all right.
I wouldn't call myself a massive fan.
But there are a lot of people who are.
I'm just trying to think. Well, because I didn't like Bridget Jones. I didn't like the whole premise of Bridget Jones. So, what else has she been in, though?
I can't think of anything else she's been in.
No, there's lots.
I know isn't she playing Liza Minnelli in a new biopic? I mean, there were photos released, I think. We reported. Has that sort of hit the skids?
It's not that I don't like her, it's just I don't really have a sense of her. Okay. She's not my...
Let me recalibrate the question. You're a loose woman. Why does she always, whatever she now does, generate column inches? Why? I mean, I noticed...
I think, unfortunately... A big part of that was, well, first of all, Bridget Jones was massive.
Oh, God,
it was absolutely massive. But also the fact that she put on 2 stone and then she lost all the weight, it just keeps her... I bet you anything, if you read anything about her now, it's still about the fact that she put on weight.
Well, the first thing I noticed in the one article, apparently she's been trending all over every platform on the planet because she's got a new series out on Netflix. And I was just curious. I'm always curious when stuff trends because... Is there any real substance to it, or is it just a notional nonsense? Because it can't be that she's doing a sort of, essentially a TV series, because so many bigger and better actresses have transitioned from cinema to the small screen, so that's not the reason. But one of the things that is mentioned a lot is the suggestion of has she or hasn't she had plastic surgery since 2016?
Oh, okay. That'll be what it is.
So is there a feeling that she's been under wraps and hidden away?
Well, so
her face did look completely different. She didn't look anything like the woman I knew in Bridget Jones when I saw an image of her.
So what if she has, Jesus Christ, to work in the industry that she works in, where everything will be about the way she looks rather than how... Because she's a good actress. Yeah. It's just that she hasn't... There's not been a film that I can remember that I really loved that she was in. But she's a good actress.
I always remember her being very twinkly and funny and sort of off the cuff when in an interview, and then something very rigid came into her.
Didn't she have a strange marriage?
Something awful happened. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, do you know, guys? Do you know? Anyway, there's a new series. It's landed on Netflix. The trailer has landed rather on Netflix, and it's called What If? And it's a curious concept. She plays some sort of temptress in control of other people's lives. It's a bit like a game. There's all sorts of moral dubiousness going on. But we may as well watch it.
Delicious.
It does sound delicious, but I mean, the photos I've seen on various things makes me worry it could be a sort of, I don't know, 50 Shades type sort of dubious. Let's check it out.
What if I made you an offer too extraordinary to refuse? For anything and anyone. It's a dangerous game. To be yours for the taking. I see a storm rolling in. A chain reaction. The players are all arranged. I see the dark coming in. I see a war is the end. What would you risk for a chance to have it all? It's a dangerous game. Welcome to the game. It's a dangerous game.
So welcome to the game. She's dropping a pawn on a chessboard, so the metaphor is strong. These are all chess pieces on a big chessboard that Rene Zellweger is playing. And there's married wedding rings.
Oh, it looks like one of those.
Middle.
It looks like it's one of those. The equivalent would be a great big fat juicy, like crappy book that you'd read on holiday.
Yeah, one of those. Danielle Steele.
Yeah, it's a page turner.
Yes. Nothing about that grabs me.
No, you would hate that. You would hate
Nothing about that grabs me.
Might be something that I might just be able to watch. But you can see what's trending. It's about sex.
But is it just? I don't know if it is just about sex. From what I've read, a brief blurb about the series is that each episode is about her challenging San Franciscans who are trying to keep up with the Joneses and potentially struggling financially. She's tempting them all into making morally dubious decisions. Obviously, some will be around sex, but I don't think they're just around sex.
Mostly around sex.
Do you think?
Sex sells.
I like the way, in fact, still Renee Zellweger is in soft focus.
She is. We still don't not see her. That's what's right at the end. She's like at the back.
She's right at the. I've
At some point
struggled for a vantage point on Renee Zellweger now for about 8 years. I mean, maybe that's why it's trending, because we just saw her out of focus in the distance.
Yeah.
It's a girly watch.
It's a girly watch, I reckon.
But isn't it all about wife swapping? That reminded me of the
keys
ice storm,
and
the
everything.
keys and the glass.
Yeah, I think
magnifying
you're right.
glass in the pocket.
I think it's going to be 50 Shades of Grey Tray Light.
Yes.
Don't forget, I fell asleep at the premiere of 50 Shades of Grey. So
yeah, I was looking forward to an interesting night that night. I got nothing. You just arrived and passed out. I thought a curious thing. What would you do if I placed?
I think you should definitely review the first.
Oh,
one.
absolutely. What would you do if I placed a magnifying glass in your pocket?
I'd probably go and see if I could burn ants like I used to when I was 6.
Burn ants? I never had you as an ant burner.
Yeah, 6. I didn't know it was painful bad.